Jacob's birth. Nigga said, I'm saying this shit. Nigga, like, I ain't no fucking like this.
Salakia.
We live right now. Okay, all right, no sweat. Salakia, man. Then you cut it off and start it again. You cut it off and start it again. Nah, ain't no sweat. Shit, man.
You only get one take. That's it.
Yeah, bitch.
You need some water?
Wow, sir.
You good?
No, I'm too wild. Hey, see if we can get that image on here too. That Edomite whipping that brother. When I saw that image, like, oh my god. See if we can get that one on there too. Shalom, Yahweh, Shemi Ashar Bagatah. Bagatham, Salaki, to you brothers out there. Shalom, Yahweh, Shema, Atan, Bashimi, Ashai, to all you sisters out there with ISUPK on 1 West. We're on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Officer Apayat out here in Arizona. Once again, I'm saying we got classes at 124, 16 North 28 Drive. I'm saying on the 17 off Cactus, what is it, north of the freeway, right? No, yeah, north of the freeway. I'm saying
Salakia, sir.
West.
North of Cactus, west of the freeway.
North of Cactus, west of the freeway. So I'm saying on 28 Drive, you can't miss it. I'm saying QT, make that right. I'm sure I'll call that number or look us up. I'm saying on internet, call that number, and we lead you straight here. Now, today's class, we're going to go over Jacob's trouble. I'm saying, Jacob are the Israelites in the Bible. All right, around Jacob is Israel, Israelites, who God said he would bring into captivity. Where? Here in America, in North America. In ISUPK, we teach that the blacks, the Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible, right? And we're going to go over Jacob's trouble today because we know that a specific people, a specific tribe, I'm saying, within Jacob, Jacob, name was changed to Israel, right? Is having the hardest time right now. I can't even call it the hardest time. They're going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? And since they're all over the news, we're definitely going to touch on that. Give me Jeremiah. Jeremiah 30 chapter. Start at verse 6. Jeremiah 30 and 6. All right, Jacob. You know anything about the Israelites? You know that Israelites are continuously being brought into turmoil. I'm saying then they will cry unto the Most High. Most High will take them out of turmoil. If anybody's reading the Bible, you're going to see a continuous pattern. Israelites will sin against God. God bring them into captivity. They will cry unto God in captivity. God pull them out, right? And then when they pull them out of captivity, they go and sin against him again. So it's been a continuous battle between Jacob, or the Israelites, you know what I'm saying, and Most High. All right? Give me up. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child.
Ask ye now, and see what?
Whether a man doth travail with child.
Keep going.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
Because there's no security in the country.
Alberta County Sheriff Joe Franklin. What's his loins? Seeing his hands in his loins. What's his loins? What would a man's loins be?
Slage, sir. His crotch.
Yes. But in context, and specifically on this context, what is you're right, you're right. Yes. So he's saying, read it again now.
Come out of one con. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
Keep going.
As a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
All faces are turned into what?
Paleness.
It's the key right. Read 7 now. Go ahead. Give me 7.
Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
He shall be what?
Saved out of
Read
it.
7 again from the top up.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Jacob's what?
Trouble.
Jacob's what?
Trouble.
Specifically the Haitians, man. The Haitians are from the tribe of Levi, right? Gotta sort out. Let me see that. Yeah. We know that the Haitians are from the tribe of Levi, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying the nation of Israel. The Haitians, there was an earthquake about what? 2014 was it? That killed over 300,000 people in Haiti, was it? What year was that out? Let's see if you can find that year for me. That the earthquake hit Haiti and killed over 300,000 people. Now, but let these brothers out. You good. Let the Kawada in the front. Go ahead.
The biggest one recently was 2010.
2010, the big ass one, right? Kill what?
250,000 lives were lost and 300,000 people were injured and 3 million people were affected.
God, in a country where there's 11 million people, right? In the whole country, there's 11 million people. How many people there is in Texas? Who can give me the population of Texas? How many people do you think there's in California?
Texas population, 29 million as of 2019.
29 million, right? Meaning it's smaller than Texas, a whole country, right? I ain't got to bring up Cali or NY or anything like that. We know. They mean to tell me 3 million people was affected by this earthquake, right? 200 and I think the brother said over 50,000 people died. 250,000 people died. 300,000 people injured on that. And I say that if that's not trouble, I don't know what is. I do not know what is. Now you have 2021 now. ISUPK is on the Mexican border. I'm saying feeding the Haitian people, right? Who's trying to take refuge in America, who America absolutely turned their back on. You know what America did? America said, ain't no way I'm taking in these Haitians. Why would I take in these Haitians? I mean, I've beaten them. I've enslaved them. I've murdered them. I have segregated them. They ain't gonna do nothing but the minute I kick them out, and I cry for the crown to them again, they ain't gonna do nothing but serve me again. The nation of Israel, the Haitians don't require any hold the so-called white man accountable for anything he do. Israel do not hold the so-called white man accountable for anything he do. So we can do anything we want to him. We ain't got to help him. To show you how they have no respect for the Haitians, Haitian people were slaves, right? Descended from slaves, right? They were descended from slaves. The Afghans, as General Muhammad brought up, right? The Afghans that they taken over, right? Taken in. What cotton did they pick? What sugarcane plantation were they on? Right. But yet still, they taking them in by the thousands, huh? So let me get it straight. The Mexicans who build this country up, they're having cages on the border. And the Haitians who pick cotton or pick sugarcane and all them in this country, they have on the border. And the Afghans who's enemies to America, they take in and give refuge. What does that tell you about the so-called white man? Or what does that, in fact, put that apart. What does that tell you? When you hear a man doing shit like that, what does that tell you? First thing come to mind.
It's like it, sir. It says that the oppressor only respects his enemies.
I couldn't say it any better. I'm saying I could not say it any better. He don't respect strength. The reason why a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, the reason why we act the way we act and we carry ourselves the way we do is because we envy white people. You know what I'm saying? We're sons to them. They raised us here in America. Our slave masters have raised us here in America. They've killed our fathers and they have raised us here in America. And we have carried on his characteristics. That's why if you go to help a so-called brother, you know what I'm saying, he look at that as weakness. After a while, they look at that as weakness. A lot of niggas out on the street only respect strength. Remember that time when I never forget, me and Officer Matazai, we were out passing out flyers, I think it was. And this was some years back up. And there was a brother that was in need. I never forget. And I stopped at the side of the street, and gave him a flyer, and I tried to help the brother out, right? Do you not know that I'm trying to help the brother out? And guess what the brother's trying to do to me? I think I remember telling you this story. I told him, I was like, yeah, I'll give you a ride, because he said you want a ride. I said, no sweat, I'll give you a ride with you. You know what I'm saying? I told him, if you have any guns on you, though, like, at night, you can't come in my car and shit. He said, oh, that's cool, man. I was like, you good? He's like, yeah. As soon as he stepped in my car, I said, hold up. Let me pat you down. He's like, nah, man, I can't let you pat me down. I can't let you pat me down. I looked at him, I was like, why can't I pat you down? He said, I got it on me. I looked at him, I was like, so what would you plan on doing with that shit? He's like, man, you a good nigga, man. I ain't gonna even do nothing, man. Got out my car and walked off. Off a brother trying to help him out. Because they only respect strength out.
Right. They
only respect strength. You know what I'm trying to say? I never forget it. It was another brother I deal with out in the world. Like, in fact, me and him now, we're pretty cordial. Like. I'm saying I bought my first car from him. I'm saying, Omar. I bought my first car from Issachar brother, right? So when I bought the car from him, right? When I brought the car back in a week later, I brought it in for something. And guess what he did? The brand new tires that I have, he took off all 4 brand new tires and put in old rusty tires on. You see, when I went to him up, I went to him as a brother, like, UPK, and I mean, cool. And I went to him nice. And second time after my cousin, I was running around the streets at the time and shit. When he noticed it and shit, he's the one that brought it to my attention. He took the tires off. When I went back to him, and I started barking on him and that shit, he went and put his tire back on. I told him, I was like, why do he take all that up? Why do we take all that as black men, Hispanic men, Native American men? Why does it take all that for you to respect another brother? Huh? That's what the Haitians do not understand. The white man only respects strength. He only respects if you stick together, if you anti him. White man's gonna respect the UPK because we don't accept him. We don't accept him. We don't care to talk to him. So we don't care. We don't acknowledge it. We do not care for white people. By default, they're gonna respect us. The Christian church, they do not respect. Hey, read that 7 for me again.
Come on. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Even the time of what?
Jacob's trouble.
Even the time of Jacob's trouble, man. It's a troubling time for our people. Give me Zechariah 11:5. Give me Zechariah 11:5. Let's pull that. Give me that video. No, the video of the white man on a horse. The devil on the horse, and like if even a picture I gotta take, whatever it is, he's whipping that brother out. The devil on the horse whipping that brother. And we know back in slave times, or somewhat 100 years ago, you said white men used to be on horsebacks, walking black and Hispanics around like dogs, and they used to whip us, right? Now today they tell you what? Oh, that was only 100 years ago. That was a long time. Now in 2021, we got white, Border Patrol, right? Border Patrol agents, or whatever the hell you want to call them, whipping the Haitians, riding around whipping. I see him whipping a woman up. It was a woman that, I'm saying, a heavy-set woman. She's trying to move and shit, and he whipping her on that horse, huh? I'm saying these are things that's still happening today. You got it for me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Whose possessor what?
Slay them.
Whose possessor what?
Slay them.
Slay them, right? Go ahead.
And hold themselves not guilty.
Hold himself not guilty. You know what's gonna come of him, of that white cop beating that them people up? What's gonna come of that, Amasa?
Of the white slide.
Now, white Border Patrol whipping the Haitian brothers and sisters. What's gonna come of that?
Salagia, sir. There's gonna be a whole bunch of his Border Patrol buddies that are gonna say stuff like, it's a tough job. He did what he had to do. So all equivalent. What's gonna happen, bro? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do you know what Kamala Harris said? You heard what the sister said. Or Salakia, you heard what the devil said. Yes, sir.
She the devil, ain't she?
He's
Yeah, she's a white woman. Yeah. Damn, huh? Man. A lot of people think they Israel. Oh, man, I tell you, boy, she thinks she black. I'm saying, we're going to see. What did she say?
Sloggy, sir. She said that she approves with the in-depth investigation and that she was, quote, deeply troubled.
Deeply troubled for it. Isn't that? And what she says is we're going to wait till the necessary investigation. What does that sound like to you? Every devil say that, huh? Is that the same tune they always sing up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every single time they say the same thing every time.
Mm-hmm.
We have to wait the process. When George Floyd died, everybody see the whole world saw it out. He said in that man's neck for 10 plus minutes out. I'm saying, kill that man. Or we gotta investigate and wait for the necessary investigation. And this is how they let's call again prolong and be able to get away from it. What's gonna happen is another event's gonna happen and they're gonna forget about him whooping those people. You got it from me? Go ahead.
You want me to
Turn it up.
With food to a camp they've set up in Texas.
Hey, you use your women as a slave country. Because you use your women for that. You don't know that one.
No. We've got our families inside, dying of hunger.
Pause
We
right
had
there.
to go out to buy food.
You know what I noticed? A continuous what do you call something happened over and over? That's the word I'm looking for.
Pattern services.
Repetition or a pattern that with all these the same thing they did to the Issachar, the Mexican brothers on the border, not against the Haitians, they're separating the women and children from the men.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that?
Con.
He allowed the brothers, woman, and child to keep going, but then stop him. You notice that shit out?
Rewind it.
This is rewind it to that out. Rewind a little bit to that out. This is a continuous pattern now. A continuous pattern. In 2021, you know what hurts me every day up? Like hurt me to my core every day when I have to get up and go on that plantation up. Every morning I get up and I have to go in there checking in that plantation up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it break me up. It break my heart up. Like that shit irks the fuck out of me up. Salakia, you know what I'm saying? Like, that irks me. Every single morning I get up, I have to go on this plantation. That's called our work. We call slavery in the ISUPK. Because your work, your job, as you call it, is a slavery. It's to keep you coming back over and over and over again, but you're not prospering at all. At all. Give you just enough where you're able to pay your bills, buy a little food, and have you keep coming back for it up. Knowing that all of this going on to my brothers and sisters in the border up. Not to mention the Israelites that they already having cages. You know what I'm saying? Israelites that they having cages already. Go ahead and hit play for me up. Let's get hit play.
Hey, you use your women as a slave country. Because you use your women.
Pause right there. So, woman and the little young boy in his hand and another little girl. Right? And they're going. And he's coming there running between them to stop them. In Egypt. Right? We all know the time of Egypt. What decree did Pharaoh put out in Egypt? That you can use this. That's similar to this.
Kill all the men.
Kill all the men, right? Pharaoh wanted all the boys dead. But the young girls, let them live. Why? Go ahead.
It's a lot, sir, because the males of their nation could conquer our women.
Right, that's all. Listen to me, life is very simple. You see that sister you have, or that brother you have, or that slacky, that auntie, that mother you have, or that wife you have up. The white man will allow her to live up. You know what I'm saying? He gonna allow her to live up.
Right.
He'll allow her to live. You gotta die though. Your son gotta die. But your daughters, well, they can live. Not because in his own righteous heart. That's what a white man, you know what I'm saying? That's how he think up. Oh, it's even better for us. We let the women live. We can procreate with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a white man for you. Life is very simple. I heard General Muhammad said it best. Life is like this. If you're not willing to die for your women and children and your God, what the fuck is you? Like, what are we doing? That's what I said. It breaks my heart, man, to see the condition that the Israelites and Mexicans are in the border, and now the Haitian brothers are in the border, Levites are in the border, man. It breaks my heart, man. And the fact that in 2021 we're so weak, ain't nothing. Can we do what? Where's the Christian church at? Where's Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam to go down marching that border in their suits and their mud pot or they pot? What it little? They call it again? Pies that they give. What is it? No, they give out food. What is it? Little cake or some shit they give out. I thought they give out a little cake. They don't do that shit like Salakia. They come with newspaper. I don't know what the hell that's gonna do for anybody, y'all. Give you the daily news of the day. I don't know what they make their own news. I'm saying whatever. I'm saying, where are your leaders at? This should not be happening. The reason why this is happening because the white man know there's no might in their hand. What are you gonna do about it? No. Before I say this, I'm not telling anybody to go out there and do this shit at all. You mark my words. If this right here was Afghans or anyone in the Middle East, right now, World Trade Center or some embassy over there in America be bombing right now. Some little young boys seeing their people getting treated like this, be bombing the fuck out of that place. We're killing every white person they see coming out. Am I wrong or right?
Con. Damn right.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna add. Nobody's gonna be posting. Stop. Haitian hate. They're gonna stop. They're gonna say stop Asian hate, but not the Haitian.
Not the Haitian. Right. That's heavy. The brother's saying that. Who's out there lobbying for the Haitians? Right. When that bridge fell in France, they said pray for France. Who remember that shit? When the bridge went down and something happened, a bomb in France or something like that. It was like,
and
go ahead.
Everybody in their Facebook post, they would put the flag as their.
That's what it was. The color of the behind the France.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The pray for France or rally behind France. Some movement behind France. Like I forgot what it was. Right? And they did the same thing for the Haitians. Who's gonna do the same thing for the Asians? Who's gonna do anything for the Haitians? Who did anything for the Mexicans? Who said stop the Mexican hate? Who's in those embassy, those United Nations embassies and saying that, you know what, listen, what America's doing to the Mexicans, what they're doing to the Haitians is wrong, man. We got to do something about it. Who's doing that? Go ahead,
Only the ISUPK.
On the ISUPK, Where Long at, Is Eddie Long dead?
Yes, sir.
What's the other ones? TD Jakes. Where's TD Jakes? Where's Creflo Dollar? Where's what's the other one's name? TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, and
Kenneth Copeland.
Kenneth Copeland.
Mm-hmm.
Where are your leaders at?
Right.
What they at? You want a white man to respect this? When you're allowing him to do whatever he wants to your people, you want him to respect this. Ain't no man is gonna respect this. The reason why the bully is because he's able to beat your ass and you do nothing about it. Who will respect this? You call yourself a gangster, you a gangbanger, and say you have many bodies. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life, man?
Right.
Other than abusing your own people.
Right.
Other than beating down and oppressing the weak. You're not doing nothing with your life.
Right.
Every Christian should be ashamed of himself. Every Christian out there should be ashamed of himself, man. Where are you black Christians that went out and voted for Joe Biden? You should be ashamed. You know there's Mexican children on the board as we speak? So let me get this straight. When a black man dies in the street, you go out and march. When a Mexican dies, how come you don't go out and march? God love everybody, right?
Right.
Wrong, right? Come on, Mom.
That's supposed to be right according to the Christian
According to
church.
Christian church.
Mm-hmm.
So where's your rally cry for the Mexicans on the border? Where's your rally cry for the Haitians? God love everybody, right? You want to go out there and march and burn down cities for a black man dying, even though black people killing black people every day in the ghetto. But every election year, you want to go out there, whatever, Mike Brown, with Obama time, George Floyd during this election time, every election time there's a major death. Where is your rally cry for the Haitians? Where is your rally cry for the Mexicans at the border? The children. If God love everybody, tell me if I'm wrong.
No, you right, sir.
That's what they teach, right?
You right. That's a lot here.
Go ahead,
And the thing is, like, none of these super Jesus freaks, all of the black Christians, none of the Muslims, just like the Caucasian insurrectionists stormed that Capitol when they felt like they were done wrong.
Right.
There wasn't one Christian out with the ISUPK giving bread and water to our brothers. Let alone they didn't storm the border patrol. They didn't storm the ICE facility.
Right. So what I want to know is, where's the compassion for the Christian church from the Christian church? Right? Give me your book of Jeremiah.
Come on, sir.
You got it? What do you got? You got something else for me?
It's a lot,
book
sir.
of Jeremiah.
Come on, sir.
Jeremiah 50 and 7. That's what I honestly want to know. Where's the rally cry at, man? I'm saying God love everybody, right? And they always bring it to us when we speak on a so-called white man, right? Every time we speak on a so-called white man, they bring it to us. But where's the Christian at to help these people, man? Right next door, we got a Christian church right now, right? Right next door to us.
Right.
Where they cry at? Isn't this a T.D. Jakes church?
Concert.
Is he dead? T.D. Jakes dead? He alive? You sure?
Concert.
Where he at? Where is T.D. Jakes at?
Oh, it's a lot. He might be at another convention with Kirk Franklin on his lap again.
I must be where he is, Doc. Go ahead and read it for me.
Concert. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 7. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not.
We offend what?
Not.
We offend what?
Not.
You know what they say with the Mexicans coming on the border, that they're illegals. We offend what?
Not.
They don't see that. They don't see that keeping them children in cages as being wrong. Read that from the top again for them.
All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not.
We offend not. All the killings they did to the Mexicans. Let me get it straight out. You mean to tell me 2,800 children went missing? Israelite children, Mexican children went missing, and from cages up, 2,800 went missing. And they said what?
We offend not.
Well, they were illegal. What do you want us to do? They're illegal aliens, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
They shouldn't be coming over here in our country. They're crossing the border illegally. Man, I despise this man so much. The feeling that I have is a wise feeling. I'm saying the most I said, for surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, man.
Right.
I'm pissed I cannot be out there. Right now, war should be waging all throughout the kingdoms. Every tribe should be grabbing a sword. That's the spirit me and my brothers have. I don't know about you and your brothers. You know what I'm saying? You and your easy. You get up. What kind of life is that? You get up, go to work every day. You come back from work. Tonight, what, Thursday night? You have Thursday night football, NFL. You know what I'm saying? What kind of life is that? You eat a little food. I'm saying you might lay down with your woman. You know what I'm saying? And then you drink a little beer, then get up and do it all over again. What kind of life is that? If it ain't worth risking and worth dying out there for some shit, that's what I understand with men. How you live your life like that? You go to work every day. You come home from work. You sit down on that couch, drink your beer, right? Drink your beer. Maybe argue or two with your woman because you're tired of seeing your fat ass Slakia sitting on that couch every day. Your lazy self sitting on that couch every day, doing nothing. And then maybe every now and then you muster up enough strength to go get some food, to go buy some food, to go eat for your children or cook some food. And then you go to sleep and get up and do the same thing every day. That's life. Bring me home and let me understand, because if that's life, I don't want to live this life, because Cause my spirit is, it's nothing but war for me and that shit, out.
Right.
If it ain't worth dying for, I don't want it, out. What kind of life is that?
Right.
Go ahead, out.
I was just gonna say, it's like their entire life, that waking up and going to work for the white man and coming home and watching, white man's football and all of that. Their entire life is about serving the white man. That's it.
I'll tell you, I work around men. They work, they go home. They might pick some food up on the way home, pizza and wings. Oh, it's Thursday night football, pizza and wings. Grab some beer, neglect their children. Sit on the couch, watch a football game. Their team lose, they're ready to kill their whole damn family in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
They're ready to kill their whole family in the house. For them muster up in their strength to go shower, go to sleep, wake up and do the same thing again every day, and live for Sunday and football to come. That's their life. Look how we become in this kingdom, man. I'm telling you, if life is, I would not want to live a life like that. I'd rather die than live a life like that.
Right.
But damn the kids I got, I'd rather die than live a life like that. That's how you break a man. That's a man that's broken. He is not in the fight. ISUPK and the Commander General, we in the fight.
That's right.
Risking our life, going through Mexico, war, cartel touring. I love that shit. I love that. The more dangerous it is, give it to me. It excites me. You know what I'm saying? For me, it really. Let's say if you're a man out there and you're watching this over me, let me know if I'm wrong. It excites me. Something might be wrong with me because it truly excites me. I like that. That's something worth dying over.
Right.
These people got to be worth more than that to you, man.
Right.
Hit play for me. All the men. Look at all the men. All the men. Women and children go.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you don't know another woman like that.
Mm-hmm.
All that's women and children.
Mm-hmm.
These are men that hold up.
Families inside, dying of hunger. We had to go out to buy food.
You can see that.
Pause it from there. Pause that. Do you know that they're not even cops? What does it mean to patrol something up?
Salagia, sir. It means to establish and watch over a border.
Meaning, watch it. Now, did I give you permission to enforce the border? It's like a security guard, where your job is to do what?
Observe and report.
Absorb and report.
That's it.
Nigga, they give you tokens and little of coins and shit. You seen? We also on a movie Friday.
Right.
Day with his little stick. Nigga, I'm top flight security crit. You know I'll go up, fake ass. You know what I'm saying?
Concert.
Real shit. That's what they are. Not mighty enough to make it their white man's military. Not mighty, not stable enough to make it into a cop. But since they enjoy oppressing people and reigning over the weak, they come and do shit. They sign for a job like that where they get to oppress the Mexicans coming over, knowing, you know what I'm saying, and oppress these brothers out. God knows what they're doing to these women and children out after they separate them from their husbands. Just imagine that, Kabbalah. What's all the rape and the molestation going on with these women, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's the children.
And these children, huh? Mm-hmm. You read up on stories where mothers are willing to sacrifice themselves. Here, take me instead of my daughters. I tell you, I'm gonna say this again now. There's a God out there. I'm gonna come right to you, officer. He's like, if there's a God out there that wants us all to come together and wants us all to get along, I'd rather die. I would rather die than to serve a God like that. The worst of punishment, I'd rather go through that than to serve a God like that.
Right.
That is not a God of Israel.
Right.
That's not the God of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is not our God.
Right.
Once again, there's a God out there that wants to forgive and forget all this. I want us all to come together. I would rather go to hell.
Right.
Go ahead,
Just to solidify what you were saying about the molestation and the rape, this is as of February 27, 2019. So this is 2 years ago. But at that time,
right,
there were 4,556 allegations of rape and molestation in those detention centers. And that was 2 years ago. So imagine in the last 2 years, what more has been done.
You know why they like the position they're in? In all essence, these are white trash. You see those same white trash that you have sympathy for when ISUPK come out there and call them devils. These same white trash that you have sympathy for. You know why? You know why they enjoy the position they're in? And they get to reign over you. Isn't there middle class and poor white people out there? Come on, Amos, get me right on this shit out.
Yes, sir.
Now, why are they not going against the government as heavy as they should be? Because at least they know that they get to oppress you. These are the bottom of white people out. The lowest of the lowest set of white people out. The reason why they enjoy that job, because they get to impress the Mexicans. They get to impress the Haitians at the border out. So they'll take that job out. Over 4,000, you said, Parag? Over 4,000 counts of rape and molestation on that border. Go ahead,
Sluggy, sir. That which means what we're seeing in this little short right here, we know exactly why they're letting the women walk by. The women obviously don't. We know.
Right.
We know.
You know what's about to happen to these women and children? Hit play on that out. Look at this. Damn shame.
Migrants, mostly Haitians, in the camp that sprung up in Del Rio, Texas, over
Pause
the
it
last
right there.
2 weeks.
They said countless migrants, right? Mostly Haitians. Meaning what? Meaning what? There's other tribes too in South America coming through there. It's not only the Haitians, other tribes too. Can you imagine all the death, all the rape, molestation, all the things that's not reported is going on, Brock said the report is over 4,000, right? Imagine the ones that's not reported, The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And I'm going to keep saying it. He going to have to kill me. You can be a coward if you want. He going to have to kill me. Go ahead,
I'm trying to fast forward to.
And it's interesting that comes out when it's black immigrants. I mean, we were treating brown immigrants bad enough, but the minute you see black immigrants at the border, here we are back again. At similar images that we've seen in American history far, far too often.
Excellent thing he just said. He said not only did we see it with the Mexicans and brown immigrants, it was bad enough, but now we're seeing it with the black immigrants. Jacob's trouble, man. God said this would happen to the Israelites for us breaking his commandments. God said this would happen, and it's happening. We're living in the last. I said this again, brothers and sisters, man. I'm telling you, if there's anything they should do, the man of valor should rise up. The men of war need to rise up.
That's right.
We are living in end times. We are living in end times. This is it. It has started, and this is it. This is it. If it's not clear as day, I don't know what else to tell you. This is it. This is what the ISUPK has been talking about since the 60s, man. Revelation has been speaking about these days for how many years? 5,000 plus years now. This is it. We're living in it. You got something from me yet?
If I could, sir, could I send the officer a clip?
Go ahead and send it to him. Go ahead, send it to him.
Salaki, out of one.
This has been talked about. Go ahead and hit play for me. This is, man.
Culture, and this is unacceptable to us, and our great people at the border would never do that. Well, number one, they did. Number two, what do you mean you have and they're great? They're the same guys that were under Trump. It's not like you fired all the border agents and hired all new ones. No. They're the same exact guys. And you think in under a year since you've come in, they've all become bleeding heart progressives? No, they're the same guy.
You know, I respect Donald Trump. And I think how Donald Trump was good for Israel. Donald Trump was good for Israel because it was clear as day, you know who your enemy was. The Democratic Party. That's why they despise me, the Democratic Party, man. Absolutely despise me, man. Because they look at the Democratic Party to be highly and holy. I say this again. Who deported more Mexicans or illegal aliens, as they say, than Barack Obama? Barack Obama deported more immigrants.
Right.
Commander-in-chief and
Right?
deportation.
Get me right, am I wrong or right?
Alright.
That African deported more immigrants than anybody else. Democratic Party, Come on, man. Hit play for me.
Long and dangerous journey. They've walked hundreds of kilometers. They've crossed rivers, all in search of the American dream. This is their temporary refuge. A massive bridge in Del Rio, Texas. At one point, 12,000 people were living here. There are children. There are pregnant women. They pitched their tents and awaited their turn, but the U.S. had other plans. They shut the border and began deporting the migrants. Talk about cruelty. These people are fleeing poverty and violence back home. They are desperate. They were desperate enough to set out on foot. And what does the US do? Send them back to the same living hell.
I feel disappointed because we crossed over to the US and it wasn't what we expected. They were very mean to us. Just imagine, they treated us like we were trash. They didn't give us food, water, there were no doctors, nothing. A lot of children, pregnant women. Things are really hard for us.
I have 2 children. I have been hungry for 4 days with children. And now I have left the United States to find food in Mexico. People in the United States don't give us anything, just water. Since children only receive water, children are going hungry. We are out in the open.
No food, no water, no doctors, just plain cruelty.
So
That's what these migrants got from America.
Let me say this, for all the right that they give the Middle East, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, We know the white man's the devil, and see as bad as those Middle Eastern is, I bet they would show even a little more compassion than these devils,
Okay.
Every borders, right? Everybody has borders.
Okay.
This is how you treat refugees coming into your border. If anything, I say to these people, I say to these Haitians is, what else would you expect? Do you not see how niggas are being treated here? Do they not have TVs in Haiti? I call our Haitian brother, man. They don't have TV. Go ahead, Prop. Yeah, do they not have TVs? Everyone not know what's going on over here? George Floyd, man. See how black people are treated here in America? You ran from a bus and got hit by a goddamn train. Right. There's no way for us to run away from this. We must come back to the Most High.
Right.
It's imperative we come back to the Most High. That's where our strength is. You got to start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We're living in this is the 4th quarter right here. This is it. 2 minutes left on the clock. This is it.
That's right.
Go ahead, Prop.
I'm
coming to you
up. It's ridiculous.
So hold your point up.
We see right here, we looking at the mistreatment of the so-called Haitians Are, Levi brothers on the border.
Right.
The same border that the so-called Mexicans got mistreated on.
Right.
Now, these are refugees. These are brothers and sisters that are coming here to escape something.
Right.
Just like the Afghanistanians. But the Afghanistanians get to come over here on a plane, on a U.S. plane.
Right.
I was talking about this yesterday. They get to come over on a plane. I talked about it also where about a decade ago, or actually a couple of decades ago, the African refugees, you know what I'm saying, the Somalians and all of them,
right.
They was able to come over here.
And they set them up with jobs. They set them up
jobs, schooling, all of that.
Hey, get that brother answer that one. Keep going now. Keep going.
I was just gonna say, and that's how you can tell that no matter, the cat up there said it earlier, no matter if it's the lighter brown or the darker brown or the black, you can tell who's brothers with who. The Mexicans are definitely the brothers of the Haitians because they're getting treated the exact same way.
That's right.
Get that. The brother say it's so heavy. He said, how do you know you same like somebody else? It's how you get treated the same, huh? The Mexicans are treated the same way the Haitians are being treated. The Haitians are treated the same way the Mexicans be treated. The brother said, remember when those Somalis from some Africa came in? Remember how good they treat them up? Set them up with little fucking bodegas and shit. I'm saying, they set them up with a house. They get a little money. They get food. All that they get. They took care of the Africans coming over. And they got dark skin like us? So how they get treated so good? Because they're not our brothers. They're not our brothers. Go ahead,
Salagi, sir, to build on what the officer is saying, because it's so heavy, it's amazing how the colonizer wants to say that the way that they established their country is they were running from tyranny.
Right.
Back in the day, they were running from tyranny. And I don't know about anybody else, but when anyone's running from anything, the one thing that is on your mind is to get away from whatever you're running away from.
Right.
You could clearly see that our brothers, the Levites, the so-called Haitians, are running from something.
Right.
They're not running into trying to enslave an entire race of people or oppress somebody else. Meanwhile, the ones that claim they were running from something and established a country on blood,
Right.
you see how they act.
The white man, I said this again, he deserved everything. He have earned the hate that's coming up. He have earned the destruction that's coming. He have earned it. You know how hard you gotta do, how hard you gotta be up to earn complete desolation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's gonna be no more white people in the future coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how wicked you gotta be up for the Most High to give you that kind of judgment up? Meaning you are gonna die. Every last one of you gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one righteous white man. I don't give a
Right.
damn.
Right.
You can even the ones that bow down and kiss the feet. There's not
Right.
one righteous white man. The fact that you're breathing is an absolute insult to me and my brothers.
Right.
The fact that breath is even drawn, I'm saying it's an absolute insult to me at this point.
Right.
It has to be up forever. I know brothers that beefing over $20 today out. They cannot let that shit go. There's no way you can forgive the so-called white man for everything he have done to us. And continue to do to us. Go ahead.
Slug, if I could, I don't think that I think they realize whether they do or not, it doesn't matter that, dying individually, that hurts. You could die a painful death. You could drown, you could get burnt. But dying as a nation and being wiped off of the footstool of the Most High God doesn't hurt. But what will happen is every other nation will have record of their origin, their existence, and their conclusion.
And that ain't nothing more righteous than that.
That's right.
And why is that righteous? It's a famous quote that goes, "You reap what you sow." Right? You reap what you sow.
That's right.
Right.
He have sowed nothing but violence in the show. Over 4,000, man. I said this over and over because I work around a lot of Israelites, and I say this over and over and over. You know how terrifying it got to be, to lock them children that's locked in them cages, I know all them Israelite brothers, man. Have you no shame, Have you no shame, man? Don't you love and want to protect your people, man? Protect your children of your people, the women of your people, man. Don't you feel some type of? Don't you feel it here, man? Your brothers are dying on the battlefield. Where are you at? What are you doing? Mexicans are dying, Haitians are dying. Where are you? One thing our brother famous for saying, man. And as I become older in the truth, the brother taught me this. You see all those coliseums running around, brothers throwing football and bouncing the basketball a lot. That's disgraceful. It truly is disgraceful. When you look at it it's disgraceful. One's running around kicking the football a lot, entertaining those devils out. It's like we're used as like entertainment. It's graceful. And I'm starting to realize we should be ashamed of ourselves. We truly should be ashamed of ourselves. We allow things like the glory of football and basketball and soccer to conquer our desire for our own people. It's like we have no empathy, no sympathy. We have nothing for our people. And that is shameful. That is absolutely shameful. Like those soccer players, those football players, those basketball players. You know what? Can't come in one contender. You know what? I ain't showing up. I ain't bouncing a damn ball. I ain't bouncing. I ain't run another field, not football field. I ain't kicking another ball in a soccer field until you get all the Mexicans out of the cages, until you give refuge to all the Haitians. I ain't going to no more field. Imagine the message I would send out throughout the nation. Imagine the message I would send throughout the nation. Wrong, right, about him. Right. Go ahead.
Lucky, sir. If I could, and like the building, what you're saying, sir, is so heavy because our people don't realize, like they literally are calling them arenas. You go to a damn football arena.
Right.
We don't realize this is just gladiatorial gaming. You sitting in here boxing another black man's head off for $1 million damn, and ignoring the fact that, look, you got brothers and sisters and babies in cages. You can't send Commander General Yohana $500,000, 2-3 million,
Right.
so that he, being the righteous man that he is.
Show how much they despise your people out. They rather spend it on strippers to help destroy that sister even more, encourage her. They were going to strip club out.
Make it
let that money rain out. Encourage her in her wickedness. But those poor children on the border don't have food. These Haitians, as we've seen, don't have food on the border out. These niggas is traitors out to their people out. And that day come, we're gonna deal with traitors how they deserve to be traded.
Right.
They are traitors amongst their people.
Right.
And it's coming in the future. If you not stand with us, you are against us.
Right.
And I pray you understand that.
Right.
I pray you understand, because I don't think you have enough balls to even stand up amongst us. Right. I don't think you have enough balls. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. And these are the people that they look up to. I remember one time when I used to be out in the world, Kobe Bryant, before he died out. Everyone will tell you I was the biggest Kobe fan. Man, Kobe. You couldn't tell me a damn thing about Kobe. That was when I was a child. But when I became a man, I never forget the statement Kobe made up today. Today, I cannot let it go. Kobe said, damn about Trayvon Martin, man. I mean, what? White people do this too. Or he said something like, he didn't listen. Trayvon Martin didn't listen. You know what I mean? He didn't listen. You know what I mean? These things happen every day. Why should I care about one person dying? Kobe talking about Trayvon Martin. I never forget when I heard that out. Excuse my language. I said, fuck Kobe since that day. Right. Ask everyone that was around me since then. Right. Show you how much I had men that I looked up to out in the world. I can vouch for this. Gangsters I used to look up to. Today, me and them do not speak. They knew that was the moment that they hear me say that. They knew I was for real about this UPK shit. Right. And I said, fuck Kobe. And I meant that with the utmost disrespect. Right. To hell with Kobe Bryant. He could. Sure enough, the brother passed nonetheless. It's what the most I did to him. Go ahead, for the officer go for
yes, sir.
Go ahead.
You want the precept?
Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 30. These are the words of Christ. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad.
Christ, out of Christ's own mouth, Yahushua, Jesus Christ, as they call Jesus Christ. He said, if you are not with me, you're against me. That is the only way in 2021 up. If you're not with the UPK, you're against us. And I mean this, and I say this out. If you're not in the UPK, you're not in the truth. Don't think we ever forgot about y'all out. I'm saying you purple, y'all definitely got my attention. Mm-hmm. If you're not in the ISUPK, you're not in the truth. You're not in the truth. Right? Because they're quick to go help those Africans over there. Right. Where those purple fags at? Right. I don't give a damn. I'm calling them. Where those purple homosexuals at? Right? Right. Where they at to go help the Haitians? Help the Mexicans on the border, right? Right? As they say, Mexicans are our people, right? Right. So they teach Mexicans are our people, right? All you Israelites out here in the purple. Y'all say y'all numbers big. Where y'all at to help those Mexicans in the border?
Right.
No? Y'all say I got all the money, right? Where y'all at to help the Mexicans? No?
Sir. It's a lot, sir. To show you, I mean, like a couple of points, if I could, sir, to show you the difference between the peacefulness of Black people and the vileness of this oppressor. Even Martin Luther King took 1 million men to that damn White House.
Right.
No one got shot.
Right.
I don't think that the oppressors group had half that number, and there were cops dying. There was pepper spray everywhere. It was wild. Now we got a lot of tough guys in our nation. We have a lot of gangsters, a lot of cartel members, certainly a lot of Christians that are super jump up and down and run up and down the aisles and cry when they pray. And not one. We haven't heard from anybody who's like, hey, you know what? We just want to send you 20,000 real quick. We're certainly not going out there. We just want to send you, 100, 150 grand. Y'all do what y'all need so that we could give it to Commander General Yohana. We could go feed and clothe and shelter brothers who are suffering, the actual children of God. Slovakia.
Well,
Just to touch on that too. Also, we also since this situation with the Haitians and all of that, when our brothers went down there and helped them brothers out, we have been getting people reaching out to us, asking how they can donate to us, just because of this specific situation.
right.
That just kind of goes to show, that when we put in this work, it means something. Because it causes other people to see they're not willing to go through a level 4 danger zone like we were in the midst of the cartels. They're willing to put some money up. You know what I'm saying? When they see what we do. It's a lot.
And and that's all we require from them. Nigga, you can't come and join us on the front line, it's fine. Donate all your money to us where every brother in the UPK don't have to slave. All getting the income. And watch, and I mark my words, watch the earth change. You mean to tell me I get to put my full attention to this? Nigga, stop playing. Over with, Kabana. It's over with. You mean to tell me all the men of the UPK get to go put all the attention in on this? Earth might change. Earth might flip over that day. Earth might flip over that day on itself. That's all we require of you. You can't join us on the front line. I understand. This job is not for everybody, man. I understand. You scared? I understand. The white man, listen to me. The white man didn't kill many brothers, many organizations he didn't destroy, many people. He is a beast, man. He will kill you. I understand you're afraid. I understand. I completely understand, man. You see what he did to the Black Panthers? You see what he did to the Brown Berets? You see what he did to those Muslims, man? I get it. You're afraid. You're a good old Christian boy. I get it. You believe God loves everybody. You just want everyone to get along and live in a whole utopia. I get it. I understand. Here's all we require of you. Your money, just send it in. We will take care of the fighting. Just send your money in. Send your funds in. And let us stand back and watch us do the work.
And recognize that we are the true leadership that should be guiding you.
That's right.
Because you ain't got the fight in you.
That's right.
I'm saying it's what do you got for me? What else you got for me?
Sir. If I could finish this precept,
go ahead.
It's continuing from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 7. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, "We offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord."
They have what?
Sinned against the Lord.
Even our oppressor. Did the white man know who we are and know that God is against us? He knows he can get away with this because God is against us, man. And who can stand up if God is against you? He know this. So he say, listen to me. This is their time of calamity. Right now that God is against them. Let's abuse them while we can. Let's destroy them. Let's put them in the coliseums, have them run a football, kicking the ball around and bouncing the basketball. We make billions of dollars off them. Billions of dollars off them. Wait up.
It's like I got a precept too, specifically from what you're saying. This is the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
2:1. Jonah 2:1.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. Like basically what it's saying is like, exactly what you just said. If we sin against the Most High, these other nations, they know who we are.
Right.
They know how to overcome us.
Right.
They know how to oppress us. They know how to defeat us. Is when they see that the Most High is not with us.
Right.
And when they would see with the Most High is with us, man, can't nobody stop us.
I'm saying, and they know this, so-called what I tell you how much you know of that Bible lot. The white man jumped the bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Remember that? Killed 32 million people. What was the name of that bomb?
Fat Boy, sir, and Little Man.
Who can pull the name of that bomb for me? Type in the name of the bomb that they jumped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They try to get the actual. What is it up?
I thought it was Moab. Was it Moab?
Lot.
No? Okay.
It was not low, but it was not Moab.
It's Fat Man and Little Boy. Fat Man and Little Boy.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Pull up for me. Pull up on your phones.
Yes, sir.
All right. Show you how much of that the Bible they know. Show you how much of the Bible they know. The bomb they drop on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? Or on Slovakia, on the Afghans. Bomb they jump on the Afghans, right? They jump over there in the what's that land that continent called? Asia. The bomb they dropped over there in Asia. What was it called?
So he was right about the ones in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Little Man, Fat Boy, whatever, right? But the one in the Middle East was called Moab.
Mother of all bombs.
It was called what?
Moab.
Mother of all bombs. We call it Moab, but we know what it is. But the white man called it the mother of all bombs, which is the Moabites roam that land. That's their land, right? Tell me you don't know the Bible a lot? Tell me this was so-called white man don't know the Bible? Mother of all bombs, Go ahead,
Right. Hellface speaks with fourth tongue.
Right. Right.
I said this, man. He have earned the hate that's coming up. It's only right. It is only right,
Right.
It's only right. You know what I'm saying? Right. When you do it to the Mexican people, do it to the children of Israel, do it to Jacob, period.
Right.
That's something you want to say,
So I got the precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Jonah, chapter 2, verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord, his God, out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I.
Out of the belly of what?
Hell.
Out of the belly of what?
Hell.
Go ahead.
Cried I.
Cried I. You know what I'm saying? Out of the belly of hell, we crying out. ISUPK, nobody's crying out more than ISUPK out.
Right.
You won't find it. No one is crying out. It's time to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. It's time to come back. Right? We go out there in the streets and we cry out. We cry out to the Most High when we keep these high holy days. We cry out to the Most High when we go into Passover. We cry out to the Most High every time we go out there amongst our people and try to wake him up. We cry out to the Most High when we keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's us crying out to the Most High to come and redeem our people out. No one is crying more than ISUPK. All right, Matazai. No one. That's what you want to say?
I was gonna add, we always crying out when we face the east too.
Come on.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Salagi, sir. And to build on what the officer is saying, being that we're the ones that cry out to the Most High, our Father, the most. Just like any good father, sooner than later, he is going to have mercy. Sooner than later, he's going to be tired of hearing us cry and decide, yeah, they need to cry now.
But like this, which righteous father like to hear the cries of their children? Right?
Concert.
You got kids out. Who like to hear their daughters cry out? You ever, put like this. Any parent would tell you you ever in another room and you know how your kids cry if they really hurt. And my son started a little cry. I'm like, yeah, that nigga just fell. You know what I'm saying? With you. When you hear like the you hear that which parent don't run coming up? I'll tell you, I could be my sleep and I know they cry out. When I hear they cry out, that's why I say, boy, it'd be a dark day in hell, boy. You come up to my spot out. When I come like a bull, I'm running towards you out. I don't give a fuck what you got out. I'm coming like a bull out, horn out. You don't take you don't have to give you a 12 gauge that times 2 to stop me out. I'm coming out. I'm saying, because I'm coming like a bull out. It's just in me. I can't help it. When I wake up on my sleep, when I come running out, it's over with. I'm saying, but which righteous parent, right?
Sir.
can withstand the cry of their children after so long.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you punish them, after a while, you like, nigga, come on, man.
Right.
You know, right?
That's
You like,
right.
shit, nigga.
That's right.
Shit, nigga. You a nigga, I understand, man. You know what I'm saying? We niggas, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
All right, I'm out to Zion. You know what I'm saying? Which righteous parent not? So the Most High is no different.
Right.
After a while, he's gonna get tired of this shit out. It's like, I'm tired of this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Christ, kill everybody. Like it, sir. Everybody. And the ones that survive, they're gonna be the slaves.
Right.
Everybody. You mean the Africans too, Asians too.
Right.
Saying them Chinese gotta die too.
Right.
Russians gotta die too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Forget about the so-called white man. He ain't. After we get done with him, he'd be like something that's in a museum somewhere. That's righteous, man.
Right.
That is righteous. Saying you got some more from me?
Sir. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice.
Thou heardest who? Thou who? Say it again. Thou what?
And thou heardest my voice.
Most High will hear your voice, man. Give me Psalms 1:16 and 3.
Sir.
And the Matzah, if you can host Psalms 97 and 10 for me up.
It's the book of Psalm, chapter 116, verse 3. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the pains of hell gat hold upon me. I found trouble and sorrow.
I found what?
Trouble and sorrow.
I found trouble and sorrow, man. You know, like I say, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Right now, as we're having class right here, we're sitting, you know what I'm saying? We're all about to finish class, go home, you know what I'm saying, and see our family. I can only imagine. But those children, those borders, got to go through tonight.
Mm-hmm.
After them, the cameras go away in the night and the light go down, and what those Haitians got to go through tonight. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? It breaks my damn heart out. It breaks my heart out. Any man that truly is a warrior can love your people. It should break your heart out. It should break your heart.
Right. Because
it breaks my heart out. See, we are destroyed people, man. Niggas like to say it's up. It's been up. I never forget when Trayvon Martin death, that was it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I never forget when that Judah cry on out. I keep telling niggas like it's almost as if I feel like like you know you can feel the cry out the group, like I feel the cry out. Like I felt like he was crying out. Like I was out in the world at the time, and that's some weird shit to say. But when I was out in the world, I felt like he was crying to me out. I felt like he was crying out for my help.
Salaki, if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
I felt the same way. It felt absolutely nothing less than like a little brother who needed his older brother to come and save him.
When Trayvon, when I cried at that videotape, she played in class. When he cried at the end, and then the shot, boom, and the cry stops after that. When I tell you that, when I felt like that cry out, it's like he knew he was gonna die after he's fighting for his life out. I felt like he was crying for my help out.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I couldn't help him out, like how me being out in the world, walking around that time, come to you, officer. I ain't gonna lie, it was dangerous for white people at that time, being out in the world. And I thank the Most High for Commander General Yohana. I was able to come to the knowledge I could slow the fuck down.
Right.
I'm telling you, it was gonna get dangerous for them.
Right.
Because I was around the right people at the time. I was around the right violence and the right, you know what I'm saying? It was gonna get dangerous at that time. Go ahead, Kabata. I'll go ahead, Prop.
No, Salaki, no, what you're saying is heavy as hell because like our brothers in Texas, right?
Right.
They heard the cry of the Haitians.
Right.
It was 14,000 of them under that bridge. Right? 14,000 of them with babies, and kids, and women. And we heard they cry. And them brothers did exactly what you wanted to do. What you wanted to do with that brother Trayvon Martin.
Oh.
What you wanted to do, they did, because those people are still alive.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And them brothers and sisters had a call for help. And our brothers in Texas, man, they went out and they answered that call to help. You know what I'm saying? So even though them brothers still had to go back under that bridge after we gave them that food and those clothes, them brothers might have died without those things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because our brothers went out there and jumped and sprang into action, and was able to help their brothers and sisters, they went, at least the next few nights with food, with water, with clothing, with toothpaste, with wipes, with diapers. We gave them diapers, all types of things. You get what I'm saying? Like the things that
I got a couple of cases for them. That's how I'm feeling. Honestly, I'm feeling to say, fuck the slave to Slocky in my language. You know what I'm saying? The men above me. F the slave tomorrow. Like, he can fire me out. I'm just going to drive out. The most, I'm just going to drive until we see him out. That's the feeling I have out. You know what I'm saying? That's the feeling I'm having out. I'll say this again. Where are your leaders at, man? Where's that granny of yours that she left to get a pastor her money?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, them grannies are disgusting, huh? Them bald-headed, every time I see them bald-headed, shaved face, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They fat cheeks and little Christian pastors disgust me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They absolutely disgust me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They disgust me, huh? Where's the help at, huh? Huh? Where's the help?
Sloggy, sir, if I could.
Go ahead, huh?
You know, what's funny about our people is we're so, as a people, we're so naive. So naive.
One that sauce me? Give me Psalms 97 and 10 now. You can hold that for me. Go ahead, keep talking.
Come, sir.
Now go ahead, let him finish talking. Go ahead.
Sloggy, sir, but we're so naive as a people that we won't even come together to question a pastor because of this pious image that he's trying to uphold. Whereas if we've been giving him our money for half our lives, 3/4 of our lives, no one in the church has it in them to man up or woman up and go ask, Pastor James, what have you been doing with all of this money? No one, because he's supposed to be so damn holy. We won't even ask him, Pastor, you know, we need some food, and you think we can get $200 or maybe out of the treasury? Or no, we won't even ask him, where is it going?
Right.
I see your Lexus.
I'll question him. Right.
I see your Benz. You know, it's a lot of you, sir.
I remember being in Kingston, Jamaica, and those Catholics coming right to you, officer. And those Catholics came up. I remember how my mama used to act like every time they come around, like he said, shh, be quiet. And she used to go and get counsel from that white man. He used to sit in front of the gate, and she used to sit there every day. Oh my God! I'm thinking of all these people that was poor. And how she used to go and get their money. They used to come and collect money from the neighborhood. Oh my God! Well, I think I struggle with that. The men above me give me counsel on that. And I may call back down to Kingston up, talking to cousins and shit, man. I hear they set up churches out. I want to thank God for the UPK, man.
Right.
That slowed down. If it wasn't for the UPK, a lot of these. I wanted them. Long story short, I wanted them to pay all that back up. I tallied the money at all times. I had sleep for dinner up. My mama was giving money out to these, and I found out that they ain't the truth out. I wanted them to pay all that money back up. I know it sounds funny out. I wanted them to pay all that money back up. So you're looking at, I tallied it up like, I am. I'm saying I tallied up how many days? It's 365 days in the year, right? I'm saying there's how many weeks there is in that 32 weeks, right? 52 weeks in that year, right? Mm-hmm. And if each week she's giving $20, right? Mm-hmm. $20 times 52. Mm-hmm. Did that math, and that times that by the 12 or 13 year or the 14 years out that, like, that's how much money he owed. See how fucked up it, like, man, I thank God for the UPK and Commander Jerry Hanna, man. A lot of them, like, I'm telling you, man, the type of, man. Go ahead, officer. Go ahead. Salaki.
I don't mean to take too much time. I was just going to say, just concerning the Christian churches and all of that.
Go ahead.
When our brothers went down there to the border to go and feed the people of Haiti, right, the Haitian refugees, the people at the border, the white people at the border was like, you can't give them your food. You can't give them your toiletries and your clothing. You have to donate it to a church. But Kabiatazar was like, well, my people are not in the church. They're living under a bridge. And they was like, well, that's the only way you can give it to them. He said, okay, no sweat. So he said, damn all of that. And he went. He said, listen, instead of me deciding to go through these, through these white people, right? He's going to go around. He went through the border. Everybody had their passports and everything in order. And they went into Mexico. And instead of dealing with the border patrol, they went into Mexico, passed through the dangerous level 4 danger level cartels on him, and went and gave those brothers and sisters that food and clothing.
Man, y'all watch man. Thank the Most High for commending Juliana ISUPK, man. I'm telling you, man. ISUPK is the home of the truth. How you know? By our fruits, man. What we put down. See all the work that we're doing? You see what we produce? Righteous men. Men that willing to go in the war-torn Mexico, right? In the midst of cartels to be able to feed their people, man. Righteous men. Absolute righteous men, man. This is what I say to all the Christian church. My question to you is, all you Christians out there, right? What are you doing? What are you doing other than still loving white people? Didn't God say this? Read that for me out. Read what you got. Psalms 97. Read what you got.
The book of Psalms, chapter 97, verse 10. Ye that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the soul of his saints.
I got something to say. Most I say, if you love me, you would hate evil. What do you call that? What America doing to the Mexicans on the border? What do you call that? What America's doing to the Haitians on the border?
Evil.
Would that not be evil?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let me get it straight. How I know you don't give a damn about what's going on the border? Because you don't give a damn what's even going on in Chicago. Nigga, you live in Chicago. Every Sunday you get up, you go to church, you give your money to that pastor who's living good. Yet still you hate the nigga you see hanging out in them corners every day. Can't see that he's destroyed. You hate him. So I know you don't give a damn what's going on with the Mexicans. I know you don't give a damn what's going on with them Haitians. They can all die. I get it. To you, they can all die. That's why I say this. I pray the Most High, man. Break my heart to say this, it's the first time it breaks my heart to say this. See all you coons out there want to love white people, man. I pray you get the judgment you deserve.
Right.
I'll say that. I pray you get the judgment you deserve, man. In the midst of the battle, you running your brothers out. Any man that run on his brothers in the midst of the battle out, it should be shameful out. Should be put to death in that time out in the kingdom of heaven. Should be put to death. Anyone that betrayed their nation. I do not respect a white man that say he love black people. I do not respect him. You know who I respect? A white man that says he hate me. I respect that because I hate you too.
Right.
I can respect that.
Right.
I do not respect a white man. I want to be my friend. I've been saying this on the slave for years. Like, I do not respect that. You know, I respect the white man do not want to be my friend because that's a positive. I don't want to be his friend. He don't want to be my friend, so we can separate from each other. The one that's trying to be my friend, he continuously want to come around and show me, look, buddy, look, look, pal, I'm your friend, and I do not like that.
It's like, brother.
Hey, look, bro. Oh man, it's the worst thing when they call you brother. Hey, brother, what's up, man? You're like, excuse me.
Salagio, if I could, sir.
Go ahead, up.
That's exactly when I got to jump right to. Oh, hey, how you doing? What's your father's nationality? I gotta find out if we're actually brother. Well, I just say that to everybody. Oh no, well, I want to find out because I have a blood lineage. I know you do too. We all bleed red.
Right.
What's your father's nationality? If it's not black, Hispanic, and okay, cool. Yeah, we're not brothers. I won't respond to that.
And that's a righteous. I respect that. I respect a man that you be who you are. I respect that. You the devil. I respect that. Like that's how you should come at me. Because if you come at me as a white man, I want to be my friend. I'm gonna absolutely despise you. But if you've come as a white man that hates me, good. I hate you too. We can at least now. Okay, now we both hate each other. We can stay away from each other. I can respect that.
Right.
And with all you Christians out there, I'll say this. You know what I'm saying, what are you doing? All you brothers and sisters out there, what are you doing? You want to come on the front line? That is fine. Give your money to the ISUPK
Right.
so we can fight, man.
Right.
We need your funds.
Right.
We need your money.
Right.
We got brothers working every day here in their slavery. Well, let's call it a job. American job. We have brothers that have to go to job every day, go to slave every day. Give your money to the ISUPK so he don't have to do that.
Right.
Now we can put our full focus on serving the Most High and helping our nation. Man.
Right.
You got something you want to say out? Anybody? You got something you want to say out?
Nah.
You got something you want to say out?
Hello, sir.
With that, I passed the class to preaching officer Amatazar.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. That is, and you can find that in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi, also in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Ma'ashra means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest funds. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Holy Convocation, which is going to be the closing of the Feast of Tabernacle, which would be on next week, Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday. What was it? Tuesday?
Tuesday night. Also, remember to hit the GPS when coming to the school location, and if you can post a review. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boot shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to do one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh, Shem Yah, Shabrak, Thumb. Get your matah, class dismissed.